Of a forgotten garden, Adam stood beneath the boughs of ancient trees, their leaves whispering secrets in the wind. The air was thick with an earthy scent, rich and fertile, yet a weight pressed upon his shoulders, heavier than any fruit that hung above him. As the last rays of sun kissed a horizon, he recalled a moment, a pivotal moment that would shape his character and define his legacy. When God had asked about the darkness that had seeped into their paradise, Adam's heart raced. He felt the pulse of fear as he turned to Eve, his eyes filled with uncertainty. It was her, he had said, pointing, a single finger betraying the weight of his responsibility. In that instant, he realized that this gesture of blame was the very archetype of weakness. The garden, once a sanctuary, had become a crucible of shame. Yet in the depths of his despair, a lesson emerged, a glimmer of hope. A masculine man does not cower in the shadows of his circumstances. Strength, Adam learned, begins when one accepts, I am responsible. No more finger pointing. He vowed to reclaim his power and stand tall against the storms that besieged him. Days turned into weeks, and the garden began to wither. The once bountiful earth now lay barren, the ground crackling underfoot. It was a curse. Adam understood that now. The world would yield its fruit only through sweat and toil. The thorns and thistles of life surrounded him, encroaching upon his spirit. But Adam resolved to wrestle with this fate, to embrace the grind. Success would not be handed to him on a silver platter. It was something to be fought for. A treasure wrested from the unyielding soil. With each passing day, Adam learned to guard his gates, to be the protector of his mind and environment. The serpent had slithered into their lives, not because of Eve's folly, but due to his own passivity. He became vigilant, discerning the crafty influences that sought to undermine his resolve. A man must be able to say no to the seductive whispers of doubt and despair, he reminded himself daily, for only then could he shield his future. As the seasons changed, so did Adam. Even in his failures, he found purpose. He named Eve, bestowing upon her a vision of strength, and in this act of provision, he discovered a piece of his own identity. God, in his wisdom, provided garments to cover their shame, a reminder that even in the face of failure, there was still hope for regeneration. Adam found that his true worth was tied not merely to his failures, but to his ability to provide and protect those he loved. Yet there loomed an unyielding truth: you are dust, and to dust you shall return. Each day, as he knelt to work the earth, sweat mingling with the soil, Adam felt the urgency of his mortality. This was not a harrowing thought, but a catalyst for action. Memento mori, he whispered to himself, letting the gravity of existence fuel him to cast aside procrastination. If he was to return to the dust, he would ensure that his toil was meaningful, a legacy worth leaving behind. In the end, Adam understood that the journey was not about hiding from his failures or blaming others. It was a call to action, a summons to stop hiding, to stop pointing fingers, and to start working. His masculinity was forged in the very struggle against the thorns of life, a testament to his resolve and resilience. With newfound strength, Adam stood ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, determined to reclaim the paradise he once lost, and to ensure that every ounce of toil would resonate through the ages.